Hi, I'm Ed from Bikerheadz, and today I'm going to give you the beginner's guide to the 5 main types of crash helmet. Okay, the first and most popular type of crash helmet on the motorcycle in the motorcycling world is your full face helmet. Come in a couple of different guises. That's this one here. This is a Scorpion R1 Air. So it's a full race helmet. That's your first guise, a full race, no internal sun visor, loads of airflow, quite noisy but quite a lot of ventilation. Second one in this sort of range would be a more touring version, so slightly less ventilation, maybe a drop down sun visor on the inside of it. So that's going to be somebody who's doing a bit more touring, commuting. Probably most road riders now going for one with a drop down sun visor. Some people like it, some people don't. But that's your two main versions of your full face helmet, polycarbonate shell or a fiberglass shell. Your fiberglass shell is going to be more expensive than your polycarbonate. Get into your local shop and ask them about all the different features. There's loads of different types of these, but really good for your standard road rider. Okay, the second most popular type of helmet for motorcycling is the flip up or modular helmet. That's two different types here. You've got your standard flip helmet, and then you've got this one here, which I'll go through in a second. First of all, Schuberth C4 Pro, which is a sort of a standard high-end composite flip helmet. You can get these in polycarbonate at a much lower price point. This is a higher end one with a composite shell. It's really good for those guys that want to do a bit of touring, a bit of commuting, need to get drinking without taking the helmet off, go to the petrol station without taking the helmet off. Another advantage a lot of people don't think about is the emergency services can get to your airways if you have an accident without taking your helmet off, and thus putting more stress on your neck. So it's quite a good feature for a modular helmet. Most of them come with drop down sun visors now, pretty much all of them on the market in fact come with drop down sun visors, loads of options, composite and polycarbonate, a good option for those guys that are doing commuting or touring. Really useful. More and more people are going for this type of helmet as they get safer and safer. Second type of modular helmet, this one here. This is a Scorpion Exotech. This one here, you can transfer from being a full face with drop down sun visor all the way around to being a full open face. So that'd be good for guys that are doing a lot of city riding, hot climates, so you get more airflow to your face. And obviously city riding again, slower speeds, getting more airflow in there. When you want to get on the motorway or the A-roads, you can pull the chin bar back around to the front, you get the full protection from the wind and noise, and of course if you have an accident at high speed, you've got that chin bar there to protect you. So that's the two different types of modular helmet that are available to you on the market. Okay, third type of helmet I'm going to talk to you about is the full-on open face helmet. So there's no chin bar on this, gives it a J registration on the strap, so there's no protection of the chin at all on these helmets. So it's just protecting around the top and down the sides. Loads of options in this, very popular worldwide. Fantastic on smaller capacity motorcycles in the city, guys that want a lot of fresh air in their face. Very popular with Harley riders, Victories, custom cruisers, retros. Becoming more and more popular now because it's giving you that retro vintage feel. But obviously it's also popular with scooter riders, people on their first 50, those type of guys. My personal opinion, I'd always buy a full face or a modular. But a lot of people like the airflow that you're going to get from one of these helmets, the image, the look, all those side of things. This is a Scorpion Belfast fiberglass shell drop down sun visor, so you can get features that you would get with a high-end full face on the open face as well. So worth looking out for, good value as well, so check them out in the stores. The fourth type of helmet I'm going to talk about is a bit of a crossover helmet. It's one that's going to do road riding for you, or you could do a bit of light off-roading, fire roads, that type of thing. So what this one is a flip-up helmet that has a peak on it, a bit like an adventure motocross style helmet. This is the sort of thing you use if you're touring, hot weather climates. You can flip it open, put it open at the front, so you can flip them open, peak goes back to where it is, the peak comes off, so you could keep the peak in the pannier and run it as a full face helmet on the motorways. When you get to your desert climates, Morocco, that sort of thing, you put your peak back on, it gives you that protection from, first of all, any mud or dust that's kicked up from bikes in front of you. And the second thing, if you've got low sun, that's going to stop the sun coming into your visor. You have got a drop down sun visor on a lot of them as well, but that's going to give you full protection from sun. So that's sort of crossover helmet, fire road, modular type riding that you're going to want to do with this helmet. So Africa Twin riders, GS riders that are doing a lot of touring, maybe looking at this type of product. Load of ventilation in the front, and it's got that off-road feel and look as well. Okay, the fifth and final helmet I'm going to talk about is a full motocross enduro helmet. So these really are based for competition use. So if you're doing heavy duty off-roading, this is the sort of helmet you're going to wear. The reason you're going to wear one of these for off-roading, you've got a big peak. Again, when you've got bikes in front of you kicking up mud and dust, that's going to stop that hitting your goggles. You will need to get a set of goggles with this as well. Strap runs around the back, so they're built specifically for competition use. You could use them on the road if you're on a supermoto. Again, you need to wear goggles that will be noisy on the road. You're obviously going to get a lot of airflow. It's great in the summer though, getting a lot of airflow into your face, but these are built really for off-roading and occasional road riding use. Fantastic helmets for off-road use, as you'd expect, loads of airflow, big chins, ventilation, filters in that area as well. So it's specifically built for those off-road enduros, CR125, that sort of riding, KTM guys. Anyone that's doing any off-roading needs to be in a helmet like this one. Because that was a roundup of the 5 most popular types of helmets on the market. Hopefully for all you beginners out there, it's helpful to see the differences and which way you should go, and hopefully cut down choices you've got of the thousands of helmets on the market. Anything else you need to go to Bikerheadz, like and subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time.